Now it's time to negotiate. You got three options. One, completely revamp your company and develop a proper working environment and suitable compensation. Two, pay your employees what you owe them, plus additional compensation, and let them leave the company amicably. Three, do nothing and watch us hand this data over to the guild or police and let them crush you and your business. Personally, I recommend one or two. Do those and I can hold off on reporting you for now. And trust me, that's way more of a break than you deserve. Consider it thanks for giving these people a place to go. I think I'm gonna pick option 4. Kill you and recover the data. If you think you can do that. Who are these guys? They're the guards who hang around the main office. Based on the way they move, I guess they're Jaeger dropouts. Can't believe this guy would go this far. This is my insurance to make sure none of those wayward strays get any ideas. Alright, you lot. Do it. Yes, sir. Looks like we have to shut them up ourselves. Yes, sir. Luis, please step back. They'll take them down. Okay.
Here goes. Eat it!
You'll be sorry for that.
Don't test me!
One skill coming right up.
A private concert to steal your senses.
Pierce!
Break! Howl!
I think this is the first time I'm seeing this
Romance of the
Esper.
Four Beastoms!
That was cool.
Engage your hands.
Impossible!
No, you don't!
Yeah!
Now it's my move!
This should kill, hopefully.
Yeah!
Got you covered.
Activating skill.
At your service.
I didn't kill. How dare you still be alive?
Push
Allow
back!
me to help.
Chew on this! Kolpik Hammer!
I'm with you. Keep it
Oh,
up.
there's
It's
two.
working.
Activating skill.
Gotcha!
Following up.
You have my aid.
Show them what you got.
Time for the main event.
Boost gauge limiter.
Alright.
Ow!
Twilight Kiss has been upgraded to Calamity Kiss. Cool. How can this be? That wasn't too much trouble. These chumps never stood a chance. Looks like it's over for now. Please stop. Oh shit. Yes sir. Don't. Bruh, you're gonna have even more of a record. What are you doing, brother? You're a real piece of work, President Nelkin. When you took me and me, a Central Easterner with a record, you saved me. It wasn't your debt. That's why I begged him to give you a chance. A way to settle this. Can't believe I was such a fool. Uh-oh. We have a choice here. Oh boy. Maybe a moment. Pretty sure one is law and the other one is... I don't know. Let me check here. Okay, so one is law and the other one is chaos. Okay, so we are on a gray and law route here, so... Wow, you can just not stop him. He'll probably end up killing this guy. That is crazy. Oh, how I would love to do a chaos run. So we're just gonna stop him to get that law. Van mated, though it was probably unnecessary. If there wasn't any pressure on the trigger, you were never going to pull it, were you? Really? Hey, don't worry about it. The fact that you stopped at the end is what's important. That's the difference between you and him. Yeah, this guy's not worth committing another crime over. Sure, you're worried about your job, but remember, you got me, bro. Elise. Alright, thanks. Man, he really had me worried there for a moment. Guess you could say. We finished the request. Afterward, Van and crew called the Anchorville police and handed over an unconscious Nelkin and his goons. They left everything else to the police, including the evidence of the company's exploitations. Yes, sir, and the rest of the Nelkin transport employees collectively agreed to cooperate with the investigation and face the music, coming clean about their criminal past or their illegal entry into the country. I hope they find work for them. All of them. It might be strange of me to say this, but thank you, all of you. It's because of you I got to help my friend out of a bad place. I'm truly grateful. No, it was you who's been Yesser's most important pillar of emotional support. It's because of you that he hesitated to take his own life, and that's that of someone else's. I'm sure it meant the world to him to have someone reach out to him at his lowest moment. All I ever done is chat with him at the logistics center. Hey, that's all it takes, man. Like, it doesn't take much to, change someone's thoughts and feelings on things. Isn't that what's most important? Yeah, sounds to me like what you call a friend. Either way, I won't get to see Yesser for a while because of the investigation. He's probably in a real bind now that the company he's worked for is gone, so I have to give him another hand. Maybe I'll try to introduce him to our recruiting office. That could help. Yeah, that's a nice idea. And if any trouble pops up, you guys can always put up a 4 SPG. I'll be sure to let him know. Spriggan, huh? Good luck with everything while you're in Anchorville.
That takes care of that.
Alright, we completed the missing delivery man. That was
Reward
quite
deposited.
an okay quest. Kinda liked it. Oh, we got a little bit of everything. Yay! Grace level 5! Now I can just focus on law for now, I guess. We obtain Mayor Law through Mayor and Van synchronization. I'm gonna assume that gives us, like, strength. Oh. Ooh, what does this do? What do we got? A whole crap of stuff.
Good stuff.
That's Shielder R.
Good stuff.
This is good for physical and magic. I guess I can give that to Kevin.
Shock one up.
Right? This is for damage and ooh, that evasion. Guess I can give that to Van.
Shock one up.
100% evasion and the arts evasion. Oh, casting arts. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, let me equip this thing. Oh, actually, this gives me 12. This might be better than that other thing that I got. Shielder. What was the other one? Yeah, I think this one's better. Oh, I think was this it? I think this is it. Huh. I guess I can give this to Aaron. I think I'm fine with that. Oh, he's more of a damage type. Okay. Who can I put the shield one on? Huh. Oh well, I'll figure that out later. Okay, we finished that quest. I think that is everything here for the moment. Right? Yeah, I think that's everything. Let me save real quickie. This one. Alright.
We have all kinds of fresh vegetables.
Guess we can move on. Yeah.
There's so many pigeons!
Search time.
Oh, I have not been in here. See if there's any shards.
It's searching time.
Please wait a moment.
Oh, I can't go up there. Okay, I guess there's nothing here. Alright. We're from the Arkwright Solutions? Ah, so you're the ones I've been hearing about. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Garcio. Yes, I represent Anchorville City Hall's tourism branch. There's no need to be so formal. It feels a little strange in a place like this. It ain't every day we get a 4 SPG from someone in the government. Even so, I expect my request should be right up your alley. Now allow me to explain the situation. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. At least wait for me. My apologies, Mr. Bannings? What? What? Who's this? Oh, it's your boss. For those who don't know, Lloyd Bannings from the Crossbell arc. That's his last name, the main character. This can't be his father. There's no way. Isn't his dad dead or some shit? Please allow me to introduce the Fixers, right? I've heard the rumors. You're right that we... No, actually, I don't think his father is dead. I think his brother is the one that died. So this could be his father. Yeah, his brother died, not his father. Jesus Christ. It's been so long, okay? Anyways, you're right. We don't normally consider asking for outside help. But Garcio here has been making the case that we should reach out to you. Seeing as the buck ends with me as the manager, I'll be sitting in on this meeting. Fine with me, so what's the deal with the request? As you can imagine, our tourism branch is in charge of Anchorville's PR and facility management insofar as they relate to tourism. That includes cooperating with certain sites used to reserve lodging. It's a service that books accommodations for you, yeah? I've seen a few before. It's a little strange for the city to be involved like this, though. Maybe this isn't his dad. Because, I mean, I think they would pull up a name card and everything. I mean, but it does kind of... I don't know, his hair is Lloyd's hair. And I think he has his eyes, too. So this could be his father, or maybe it's just not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Anyways. Well, we don't just think of ourselves as just a transportation hub or a rest shop on the way to the capital. So we provide information to tourists about our various attractions and recommend accommodations and discounts they can use while they're here. We now also running a popular support campaign in conjunction with the space program offering partial rebates for lodging. Because of that, we've been getting more and more reservations than we ever thought possible. Wow, normally people just skip right by us since we're so close to the capital. Sounds like you jumped on the space program bandwagon at just the right time. Oh, Aaron. More to the point, the request makes it sound like you've run into some trouble. Yes, for starters, some of the rooms the guests reserved ended up being occupied before they even made it to the hotel. Oh, really? One group reserved a suite and ended up with a conference room. And there was even a prepaid reservation that had no record of payment, causing the guests to lose out on the room. Such problems have been frequent, but only at lodgings registered on the site within the city. Only at Anchorville's lodgings? That is strange. Did City Hall figure anything out? Not a thing, unfortunately. You don't know if this is an issue with the site, an error by a third party, or even some kind of crime. Whatever the case, we really like to get this taken care of quickly. In addition to affecting business operations, they've also resulted in a number of claims being made against us. I've heard rumors about you while all this has been going on. Apparently you're familiar with the orbital and other new technologies. We would truly appreciate your assistance. Okay, sure. Alright, we accept. Really, that's reassuring. Normally I say it's up to the city to clean its own mess. But if everything is in order, I'll leave the rest to Garcio. I'll still be keeping an eye on things, though. We'll see whether or not you are like the rumors say. I don't get the feeling that he trusts us. Can't blame him, even if our reputation's been growing. The work we do ain't exactly on the up and up. Now we like to hurry up and get started, but we can't until we know where the issues actually occurred. Of course, that would be the hotel. I am not even gonna try to say that on the back streets, and the boarding house operating in the southeastern part of town. You've already spoken to the people in charge, so I'll leave the rest to you. One more thing before we go. Here. Garcio held out an envelope filled with Mira. Huh? What's this? What do you mean? This is the advance payment, of course. I believe what we need was made clear in our request. Please accept it. We only want this problem to be taken care of quickly. Naturally, you will be provided a much greater upon the completion of your job. Yes, thanks for the offer, but we only accept payment after the request is completed. Hard to guess how much overhead we'll be dealing with. Can't you just pay us after we wrap the things up? Is that so? Well, if you say so. Huh. We'll let you know if we find anything, so don't worry. First, we'll need to check out hotel such and such in the boarding house by the station, right? Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, time to get to work.
Okay. Hotel reservation hell? I guess all these side quests here are pretty mandatory. Because they all have been in red. So. Chief Bannings. Normally we investigate a case like this within the city hall. Anyway, try not to do anything too suspicious. Got it. Yes, sir.
It's searching time.
Okay.
May I have a word?
Welcome. Do you have a reservation? Nah, just some questions. We're here on behalf of the City Hall regarding a certain incident. I see. This is about the booking site. Yes, our hotel is registered. Thanks to the tourism support campaign, the number of guests staying with us has increased over the last few years. Sounds like the number of problems has gone up too, am I right? Yes, just the other day we had an issue that affected 2 of our guests. Their reservations overlapped for some reason. Does that mean they were somehow able to reserve the same room at the same time? Definitely sounds like a problem. Indeed, the room in question sits facing the river with an excellent view of the city. After some discussion, we were able to move the guests who made their reservations second to a room on the other side of the hotel. So one of the persons pretty much probably got a room for free. To compensate them, we provided upgraded dining privileges and other benefits. Of course they did. However, the tourism support campaign ultimately failed to provide them with a rebate. Our guests were fairly dissatisfied as a result. Seems travel and trouble is going hand in hand. It was a strain on the hotel too, wasn't it? Honestly, it's been nice not having to worry about profits recently. Needless to say, we're happy about the increase in visitors. It's just that the growing number of issues is becoming a problem. We reached out to the booking site to try and prevent this from happening again, but they said they couldn't identify the problem. No clues about the cause, huh? Would you be willing to share your communications with the booking site from the time of the incident? After you deleted your guest personnel information, of course. I suppose I could provide that much. Just a moment, please. The manager provided the data regarding the booking site. Okay. So I guess she gave us the information we needed. Let's go to the other area. Run me over, lady.
Let me ask you something.
We had to deal with complaints all day yesterday. We really need City Hall to do something about this as soon as possible. Excuse me, are you the person in charge here? Sorry to interrupt while you were so busy. Got a minute to chat? And you are? You're here on the behalf of the City Hall about the booking site problems. Then am I to guess this? Well, then am I glad to see you? Honestly, these issues have worn me out. We were told that you have an old apartment that you've been renting out as temporary lodging. Would you mind telling us about some of the troubles you've been having? Just the other day, a guest told me they made a reservation on the site. We hadn't gotten a notification about it at all. There was nothing we could do to accommodate them at the time since we were full. A reservation that shouldn't have gone through. Sounds like it's been a common issue. What ended up happening with the guests? Well, we helped them find another hotel to stay in. But it's troublesome having to deal with these unforeseen issues, including returning the mirror they said they've already paid. The new hotel didn't fall under the ongoing terrorism campaign, so the guests lost out on the rebate too. Since we were so busy helping them, we couldn't deal with our normal guests, resulting in a number of complaints. Sounds rough for such a small operation. Did they find any flaws in the booking site system? I suppose that's a possibility. It depends on how complete the system is, but that's the first place I look after taking everything into account. We've asked, but they told us they couldn't figure out where the problem originated. The site only just started operating, and there haven't been any similar issues elsewhere. I've definitely seen an increase in the people staying with us since I registered on a tourism guy's recommendation. But if I'm going to have to keep dealing with things like this, then I might have to back out. More people, more problems, I guess, but something does feel off. You mind if we take a look at the computer you use for reservations? I'd like to take a peek at the data from that day, just in case. Not at all. Here, I'll show you the way. Fan entered the boarding house and borrowed the data from the computer. We managed to get information for both the hotels and the boarding house that Gossimo mentioned. Gossio. Sounds like both of them have problems with the site. Got no answers about why. We've investigated the data we received, and it appears that the guests experiencing the problems were using different booking sites. There were records of other such cases as well, but there doesn't seem to be any common threads regarding the sites they used. Sounds like it's not a bug in the reservation system itself. Could be something on the outside, or maybe a problem with the lodging. Either possible. I hate to doubt the people in my own hometown, but should we get my mom involved? Miss Chloe? And the guest rooms typically go unused, but it's pretty famous in the area. The tourism branch has probably reached out to her before. She must know something about what's been going on. You're probably right. You gotta check in with her. And let's head over there now. Okay. Whole lot of backtracking. Oh God.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're all back. It looks like you're in the middle of an F4 SPG. Faces suggest you need something from me. That's my mom. Nothing gets past her. We wanted to hear your thoughts on our current 4 SPG. After calling out to the members of the crew standing by, they gathered at the corner booth to talk. Ah, yes. I was approached by City Hall Tourism. What the hell? Yeah. Sorry about that. Branch not too long ago. They said they would provide monetary assistance and wondered if I wouldn't open up the second floor rooms to booking. Of course, given the secrets we keep, I have to turn them down. It sure would have made the place a lot more lively. Having more outsiders around would make it a little harder for the cats to play. You want to protect your secrets, then you'd be better off locking up Judith in her room. What's that supposed to mean? I'm pretty sure there's only one possible implication. You too, Katra? Anyway, that's the situation as it stands now. You hear anything about it? You know it ain't just a bug with the booking site. I heard about what happened at the hotel and the boarding house. There's something else that I found interesting. It's regarding the tourism support campaign. The tourism support campaign? That's the rebate offered on reservations made through the site. Yes, but it doesn't apply to everyone. There's a few conditions. You have to use the site, fill out a survey regarding that usage, and so on. Anchorfield City Halls ultimately has the final say. Problem, though, is timing. I looked into it. City Hall was making their decision after the reservation was confirmed, but before the info was sent to the hotel. That means City Hall's the one stopping the information from going through. The information on the reservation was only sent to the hotel after determination was made. Certainly seems like a strange system, doesn't it? Sure does. There's no reason for City Hall to get in the middle of the reservation process. Payments could get canceled. Whether or not someone qualifies for the rebate should be decided after their stay. That's how other campaigns like this tend to handle it anyway. Begs the question, who's in charge of making these determinations? I've already looked into it. It's none other than the tourism branch Garcio. Our client, huh? This is starting to stink. Why? What for? Seems a little too complex to be a prank. But it's not like either the guest or the lodging are suffering much in damages. A hotel only lose a little bit of time and cost in compensating their guest, and it's not like any guests have been tricked out of something. Not publicly anyway. Could be something like that's happening, but it's just never got brought to our attention. Sounds like you got something in mind. Yeah, but I still got a few questions. Thanks, though. You managed to straighten some things out. You certainly match your reputation. You're quite welcome. I don't really get it. We may have to start asking our questions more directly. Yes, and let's head to Anchorville City Hall. Okay. Oh god, can I just... City Hall here? Yes, okay. I'm getting a little tired of running around here. A whole lot of it. Let me save. Arkwright Solutions. How's the request coming along? Do you have an idea of when we'll be able to put this behind us? Yeah, we talked to everyone involved. Is that so? Glad. Perhaps we should go into the meeting room for your report. Nah, here's good. Since it looks like we got to clear up some misunderstandings. What does that mean exactly? Sounds to me like you're investigating into the booking site is complete. Did you figure out what was causing the problems? Yeah, we sure did. Having you here works out. It'll be much quicker if you're involved. Say what? Then, let's start with our conclusions. The problems with the booking site that have been popping up were caused by... One moment. I don't want to mess it up. See. Da, 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 da. Okay. So we go with the third option. You, our client. What? What? What are you saying? So it was him. It would certainly explain a lot if he's our guy. Yes, including the true reason behind the trouble. Would you kindly elaborate? The trouble wasn't caused by the site itself, nor by the lodging or the guests. It's a question of who caused the problems and why. The core issue is the discrepancy between the reservation the guests made and the information the accommodations received. Jesus Christ. Based on the fact that this problem is only happening in Anchorville, regardless of the site being used, and given the system in place for the tourism support campaign, we were able to narrow down the list of the third parties involved. The culprit in question intentionally created trouble for the lodgings by falsifying reservation information. Hold on a second. Why would anyone do that? Sure, there were issues, but the payments people made were refunded properly, and they were even compensated for their trouble. Nobody stands to get anything. Did someone really go through that much trouble just to cause problems? Not normally, no. You're right on that account. Especially if there wasn't the potential for a major payout that could offset the risk of being caught. But you must have an idea as to why someone would do this, Mr. Bannings. But there's nothing to gain from it. No, there is one thing, something only someone within the tourism branch would know about. Something so few people ever deal with that it would easily go under the radar. You mean... And this is option number 2. For rebate money from canceled reservations. The rebate Mira from canceled reservations. Yeah, probably. With the reservation information altered, guests would be forced to cancel the tourism campaign. But the funds are still requested when the reservations is completed. Our culprit in question exploited that gap and embezzled the funds from cancellations. It's the kind of thing only one person has access to, the person who makes the determinations, in other words, you. There's been some talk of the latter at City Hall. It was discovered that the reports didn't match the approved budgets, which means someone from inside the organization was up to something. An investigation has been pending. Garcio, I'm giving me a look at your computer. It's not true, sir. I would never embezzle money. I only wanted to bring some life into this town. Before I knew it, I had all the Mira at my fingertips, more than I ever seen. No, it's not what I meant to say. I never imagined he'd be embezzling the funds. Well, whatever. At least we figure things out. What? What's the deal? This isn't what I was told. Garcio, you're the Spriggan, aren't you? You fix things, right? You do whatever you have to for Mira, even making crimes disappear. Didn't you read my request properly? Huh? Your request? Word on the street is that Orbital Network issues are within your area of expertise. Would you be able to help me clean up this mess? I had a feeling you weren't on the same page. That we weren't on the same page. So he expected us to help cover up his crime. To think there could be such a mistake. What a huge misunderstanding. I did nothing wrong. A devil made me do it. Really. If only you had just helped me cover everything up. Instead of babbling about the whole thing. What kind of solutions are you? My whole life is over. Garcio. What a joke. Saying anything else at this point is just meddling, but we did accept his request. We got a choice here. One is law and the other is gray. Well, since we've maxed out our gray, I guess we can go straight into law. So we have to calm him down through reason for law. Stop blaming others. Seriously. The devil made you do it? The hell it did. This is you getting served your just desserts. You even dug your own grave by hiring us. If you can't accept any blame, you'll never be able to start over. Start over? How am I supposed to start over? That's up to you. I ain't gonna lie and tell you it's easy. Starting over is just the bare minimum, especially considering you put up that for SPG. You guys. We apologize for making a scene. We ain't trying to stand out any more than we already have. So you mind taking him to another room and calling the cops for us? No, I don't mind. And so a calmer Garcio was taken to another room. To prevent the disturbance from spreading, he was handed over to the police via back door. After a time, an air of peace returned to the Tumulus City Hall, whatever the hell. I hope you'll all forgive me. I never expected things to turn out like this. If it's any consolation, I was at least able to arrange for a payment on Garcio's behalf. You did solve the problem with the reservations after all. Seeing how things went, I almost want to ask for a bonus, but I'll let it slide. It's partly our fault for not noticing the issue earlier. And tell me you feel sorry for the bastard. I'm not that naive. Depending on the client, it's not impossible that we accept that kind of request. But we're not obligated to help someone who just wants to avoid paying for their crimes. You're right, that simply isn't our way. I see. So this is a Spriggan. I'm ashamed to admit, I was on my guard against you just because I heard you did jobs for the underworld. That does sound like an appropriate reaction. It's a shame things turned out like this, but I think your tourism plan is still a great idea. Please keep doing what you can to make our town a great place to visit. Of course, we'll have to restructure our campaign, though, and earn back the trust of the people we've made problems for. Good luck with all the fallout, too. As for us, it's time we took our leave. And we got 2 SP.
And with that, the case is closed.
Reward deposited.
Got more money. Alright. Okay, I think that about covers every place there is to see. And we've gone through most of the 4 SPGs too. No sign of those masked guys or the white replica. Right, they're still at large. Perhaps we ought to gather everyone together and discuss the matter. Yeah, I'm curious what Mom thinks. Let's head back to Chat Noir. Okay. We still got one more 4 SPG, and I believe that's the one in the outskirts. So I think I'm gonna end the... Well, actually, before I end the video, let's see if there's anything happening in the gardens. And then I'll end it there. Oh, it's down here. See if there's anything new here. No? No. Okay, I don't think there's anything new here.
How may I help you? Seeking a challenge?
No new challenge.
We have all sorts of goods. Please come back again. Take care of yourselves.
Let's see.
Would you care to decrypt a grimoire?
If there's any more new rewards,
Not a bad item in the
doesn't look
bunch.
like it. No.
Alrighty.
Okay. Is there not a new floor or anything? Okay. Actually, let me use the hot springs first.
Just what I needed.
No, no new floor. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I will be ending the video here. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is Prince Rowan, signing the heck out. Peace.